How you going, viewer? Right, so we're back. It's the start of the season. We've had a questionable pre-season. Tried to get a few names out the door. Quite a few of those older players we were talking about. It's not gone massively well. I've just managed to upset most of the team leaders, so that's going to be fun. Other than that, the left back I was talking about is Tagliafico. Probably going to cost about 3 times what my budget is. And when I was talking about pace and excitement on the wings, I was right. Everyone's terrible. So we've done something about that. Firstly, we'll talk about the other signings we've made, and then we'll get onto those wingers that we've brought in. So we did sell Dennis Vavre, 3.9 million, rising to about 6. I've done good little bit of business for the team there. I've lost us about 3 million off the bat, but I didn't think there was any point keeping him on. Also, we've got rid of Akbar Pro, brought in another midfielder that can cover his gap, should we say. We've got 9 million for him, thought it was a decent piece of business. So let's get into the new guys. So we've got firstly that central midfielder I alluded to, Gagliardini. Signed him for 5 million, I believe it was. No, I got him on loan with the potential to confirm it for about 4.8 million at the end. It did look like he was going to have a lot of potential when we brought him in, contending with Savic. Doesn't seem to be the case now, but even then I think he'll still do a job for us, and he's quite versatile with what he can bring to us, so that'd be helpful. As I alluded previously, most of our left backs were old men knocking on death's door, so I couldn't really force any of them out. However, I have managed to bring in a guy to replace him. Again, it did look like he had a bit of potential, but I think he'll still do a job even without that. Quite exciting force on that left side. I think he'll do a job for us, linking up with our new signing. And here he is. I'm aware he's 32, and I know I was complaining about old people, but he's still got a bit of pace to him. I think he'll still do a job for us. He's only on a 2-year contract, and it's not an obscene wage. He'll definitely do a job for us here. And he shows us a leading star from most Serie A, so I couldn't see a reason why not to sign him, really. And then a bit more cover options for the right-hand side. We've brought in Ferran Torres on loan. I believe we're covering his whole wages, but they're not obscene, so yeah, I thought it was more than reasonable for us to be able to cover that, and hopefully he'll do a job for us. Might even stay on. He's not going to. We all know he's not going to. And here's that pre-season I alluded to. Wasn't fantastic. Hopefully we've learned from our mistakes. Arsenal give us a C&2 with predominantly youngsters, which is quite settling. This game was quite frustrating. They scored with almost the first kick of the game, and they didn't really offer much, but we just couldn't score. So this is promising. It's just converting them really more than anything. It's getting those shots on target, but I think it'll be good. So let's get into the game. Suggesting for me to take out Lazari and Radu for Patrick and Firmino. Probably not going to go with that. I'll have a look on it in a second. Attacking to balanced, might drop it down to just positive actually. And the takers, I've just left it at can't remember his name, Spanish fella in centre mid. So he's going to be doing that for us. So we'll leave those. Don't worry about that. So yeah, the team we're going with is Strakosha in goal. We've gone for Patrick. It's called Ramos on his kit name for some reason, but his name's Luis Felipe. So that's just there to confuse me, I think. Acerbi with our new guy on the left. Lucas, as we talked about before, in that holding role with Sergei and Alberto, the Spanish fella. Then we've got Ferran on the right, Tyson on his new side on the left, and Immobile. We did try him as a poacher, but I might drop him back to advance forward. I've played him in quite a few roles, and he seemed to do all right in that one. Gone attacking, as I mentioned. We just drop that down to positive. And I might just take this up to there and then drop that off. I'll leave everything else as it is though. We'll see how the basic formation goes on. Well, I think that's about it really we've got to do. There's no one really that we want to have a look at getting rid of and changing over. Correa will probably give a run out at some point, but everyone's nice and healthy at the moment. So let's get into the game and I'll see you there. So here we are in the dressing room. Patrick's aggressive, livid. Might be because I tried to sell him. Same with Radu. Cataldi's happy. Not sure why. We'll find out. So let's give the guys a nice praise. No, we won't do that. Let's pump them fists. We're favourites. Give them a fantastic cheer. We'll get into the game. Right, some of the feelings on the occasion. It's a wonderful day. Oh, he served us with distinction, he did. Didn't really know. Patrick, I thought was a better go, so you can just mind your own business, mate. I'm not talking to you anymore. Do you know what, I'm bored. I'm storming out. Let's go. Skip this. And then we get into the game. So, seems Parma has started off a bit busy there, but Ramos is seeing the better side of it. Now we'll see what Alberto can do with that run. Hanugo's on the ball, and just smashed it into the side net. It's a bit of a novelty for a winger to punt it into the side net, isn't it? Let's just check what settings we're on. So we've got it on key, yeah. Might speed that up a slight little bit. XG's not looking disappointing. They haven't managed to get a shot off yet at all, which is good. Patrick's taking it up. Okay, that was definitely an ambitious ball there. Oh, I didn't realise they bought Cyprian. And I don't know how this. Oh, that's awkward. That's definitely upsetting. I was going to say I don't know how he's still playing, but he shut me up, didn't it? He's an old man as well. Just skip this. Don't need to say that again. See how old he is. That's 9. Oh, I'm having a nightmare. I'm falling apart. 15 minutes into the season. It's that win the title on that second season that's doing me. I've also found out they want to win the Champions League in 4 years as well, which is an absolute travesty for me. I am definitely going to have to change something up here. Right, okay. Go on, Ferran. Ooh, new guys are linking up well there. That's how's he saved that then? What's that then? How's he done that? They seem to have changed the goalkeeper ratings, so they actually contribute more according to their average ratings now, at least. There's that Spanish fella again. I've got more than one, but he's the Spanish fella, so we'll just... Oh, there he is again. So it's that whole right side, I think, really, my Spanish fellas. I might even move Alberto over that side as well. Tyson's incredibly upset for some reason. Not sure why that is. Do you think at 32 he managed to not be upset 25 minutes into a game? But evidently that isn't the case. Right, so let's give him a shout. I'm going to demand some more there. We'll have see how this half plays out. We might have a look at tweaking them tactics. This is horrendous. Apparently my defence is made from jelly, custard, cream, little sponge fingers, anything. It's just a trifle basically. Okay, I'm not particularly taken away with how easy they're passing it around the midfield. Yeah, I'm not waiting till half time. It's not. Gotta do something. Let's whack them off. Bung that up. Distribute quickly. And then we get in their faces. Hopefully that'll make a little bit of a difference for us. Right. Let's get into it. So, let's give this a little zoom in. See if we can see anything better there. Yeah, it's not looking. See, the stats don't look too uneven, but the game, the way it's playing out, we're just getting absolutely handed to us. Oh, Patrick's upset now. You might have been previously. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we've got a little bit of miracles to be working at half time here by the looks of it. Okay, yeah, just move into the dressing room. Just give him a shout. I think it might be a little bit too early to start throwing the water bottles around. Did do it in the Arsenal game. They loved it. They lapped it up. Let's thrash our arms. There you go. Oh no, he's still aggressive. I'm not sure I can do anything to stop that. So, right. Spanish fella's getting skinned. There's probably a joke in there somewhere, I just can't think of it. Right, what can we do? We've got some names on the bed. Oh, Torres is gasping. Let's bring on Correa. Where is he? There he is. He'll hopefully be able to do a bit for us. And we'll keep an eye on Patrick and Junior because they look like they're struggling a little bit as well. Might bring fares on for Junior. Actually, a little bit of a tweak. Let's have a fiddle, shall we? You go fullback attack. You go fullback support. You can go ball winning. No, I'll keep you defender actually. Let's make you a Mazzala. And we'll make you the advanced playmaker. See what happens from that. Tyson, apparently he loves being an inside. Inverted winger. Could have told me. And we'll just leave him as a winger. We'll spread the pitch out a bit. Actually, I might swap these two over and put the Mazzala on the other side just because he'll get into that. No, I'm being daft. It's just, yeah. So when there's Mazzala on that side, we'll get into the areas and hopefully get back into that wing area that Tyson's going to leave empty. Immobile's done literally nothing today, which is less than helpful. So I'm thinking I'll knock him off that. I'll pop into let's knock him on a poacher again, and we'll whip the balls into him. Hopefully those little differences will give us a little bit more of impetus to get into the game, really. So, it's okay. Oh no, it's down again. I'm going to knock that down to positive as well. It seems that all their attacks it's just all them. Even though I'm on attacking, I'm still not offering anything, or at least anything with any sort of just anything really. So we'll see what comes from this. So Correa's on it. Oh, he's been tackled. It's helpful. Good start. Alright, okay, so what you can do there. So we knew what we were doing. Look at that. I wasn't worried at all. Not even a little bit. Okay, I was. Quite a bit. Just gonna have a victory drink. Sweet, sweet taste. I must skip one as well. It's getting a bit tiresome now. Right, so it's a Spanish fella. Oof. Put on the corner tactic, pretty standard one of just whip it into your one of your centre backs on the net. Where the hell are my defenders? Whip it into one of my centre backs on the near post. Hopefully they'll get a nod on it. Stick it in the net. Haven't done anything with the throw-ins because I'm thinking that by the looks of the new update, goalkeepers may be a little bit more aware to the whole just lobbing it into the near post area. I suppose we'll see what comes from that. Might give it a little test in some of the games. He's cut his hand. I'm sorry, lad, that isn't enough to get off. It's not for me. Look at it, you're loving it. You're the healthiest person on the pitch. You're staying. However, my whole midfield are just ruined. So, see how this play plays out, and we'll get one of those off in a minute. Oh, Dave scored for Udinese. What a boy. Okay, right. There's seems a lot more promising now. We've tweaked those things about. It seems to be us more on the ball now. I think when we were attacking, it was too much, just forcing the ball upfield, and then too many turnovers for us. This Sepe needs to have a day off, man. He needs to give me a goal. Look at that now. XG in everywhere. Loving life. No bloody extra goal though. Right. Tyson, fantastic debut from you, lad. Well done. Hampered by injury. You've cut your hand. Right, go off. I'm going to tell your mum about it. You know what, let's kick Cataldi on. Probably going to lose Milinkovic, and I don't want to do that, so we'll get him off before that becomes the case. Kind of not playing a playmaker at the moment, but... who needs playmakers? That's fine. Right, so we'll get into that again now. I'll have a little tweak around that in one of my games off screen. The touchpad. So I'm normally doing it from my laptop, which doesn't have the 3 options there. So it's nice to have them. So see what Correa can do. Patrick. I'm sure he's supposed to be a more defensive one. He's been up the pitch further than the other fellow. Really am tempted just to Spanish fellow with a low drive. What's happened there? Tyson. Just remember me saying about 10 minutes ago that he's definitely going to do a job for us. I feel that I'm going to be eating them words shortly. But it's 5 million. We can deal with it. It's fine. We just found it. Okay, well, we didn't taste defeat on our first game. Definitely those tweaks helped a lot. So I'll have a look at implementing them. Might knock it down to positive. Picked up a few bookings. I suppose I did ask them to get in their faces, so can't really complain. No, it's alright, wasn't too bad. Patrick picked up a good game. Feel a bit bad for trying to force him out for the last few weeks now, but it's probably not going to stop me trying to force him out for the last few. Go on, let's be a bit more reserved. Let's go cautious. Okay, everyone's... Do you know what? Even Patrick isn't livid anymore. Fair play to him. Good all turn around. Right, so now we're back for the Spezia game. Slightly different lineup, but roughly the same. Strakosha again, Patrick staying on that right hand side. Tweaked their roles back to the... Tried to tweak it to what we were after that half-time change. Radu's come in. It's suggested for me to play him over Firpo after his poorly hand. Same 3 in midfield. I've got a nice little bit of partnership building up there. I've dropped Tyson to a support role, and Ferran's still playing attacking, and Immobile. I am actually, you know what? I want to take Ferran out and I'll put Correa in because he played really well when he came up. And then we're going to go into the game now. So hopefully we won't have those defensive frailties we had in the last game, but we'll see what comes of it. I'm not really that fussed, but these guys are all on board, which is good. So we'll get into it. Hopefully we'll have better luck against Spezia. Yeah, let's go for it. We'll point our finger assertively, and we'll say it's for the fans. Never arouses any sort of reaction from players saying it's for the fans. It's almost like they're the ones that pay theirs and my fake wages. But no, they really couldn't care less. Which is nice of them. So, it's nice to see the stadiums with some fake people in as well that our players don't care about. And get into it. Spanish fella straight up there with a 7. Okay, so the fake Pogba's on it. I dropped the thingy line back as well slightly because on account of the old defence. I thought they might need a little bit of a hand not being pushed up so far on the pitch. Lovely run from Correa then though that was. So we'll see what he can do since he's been given that starting berth over Ferran. No, I'm not sure what he's done to warrant the 7. And Zoe's made a good save, I suppose, so I can get here where he's got it. We'll see. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. I guess we're never going to find out. Let's bring on Parola. I'm tempted to swap these two around. Give Milinkovic that bit more of a freedom. See if he can do something with that there. So, I am going to take up that advice actually that I've seen in regards to going and pressing their advanced playmaker. See if that'll make any difference in regards to stemming their creativity, hopefully. I heard it countless times in the last video, me rubbing my hands together as well, so I've tried to stop doing that. But so I do it and then my brain tells me to stop. So hopefully we'll won't be hearing that much more. Dave scored again. It's nice to see him pick him up from Watford for an incredibly reasonable fee, which isn't surprising considering they're all owned by the same family. I still don't know how they can sell players from one to the other for free. It's just, I don't know, it just seems a bit crooked to me. But again, mentioned it several times in the last episode, we are in Italy, so just don't question. Everyone just moves on. It's fine to the Italian FA. It's very extravagant there from Strakosha, that was. Definitely knows the cameras are on. He's done that for you guys, I think. Let's get demand more on there. See if they can get something out of him. Right, it's all down to Immobile now. And he was very mobile then. Yeah, I know. Hilarious. Oh, and there's a goal kick. Never mind. Just ignore that. Let's go more direct. Lucas has taken the corner duties from the Spanish fella. Everyone just seemed to stop caring then for a few seconds, that's fine. Go on. Seriously. These goalkeepers need to just give me a break. Just let one of them in. It's fine. I won't be upset. Okay. Seems a hell of a lot more promising than that last game did, though, at least. Bit too promising considering I was getting ready to tell you all that they've scored. Glad I've been stopped there. Okay, right. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. No goals. Of course there isn't. I could almost tell what's going to happen at the start of this second half. And they're going to come out and get a goal almost immediately. Right, so we've got outstretched arms. Oh, we're not happy, are we? Okay. No, we don't. I'm not unhappy. Keep going out there, we can still win. No one cares. That's fine. Right. Maybe I do need to shout at him. Okay, let's throw a shout on in a minute if we haven't got anything. Not going to berate him. I was awfully tempted. Here we go. There's a minute into the half. Okay, it's gone back to the goal there. Bit concerned by the replay still going on there. Ah, there it is. Ah, Patrick's had a stinker there. Ah, what's he playing at? So I get one choice of a player to substitute today then. Right, sorry Lucas, you're out of here, mate. And you're on a booking. Can't afford that. Sergei's getting dropped to a deep lane, play and defend. Barolo can still stay. Tyson can get more attacking. We'll stay where we are. Might drop Radu to be support, so it's a bit less advanced. Actually, I'll leave you support. Hopefully you can be the link between the groups, I don't know. A bit tricky this is now. Play that. It's not like we've got 45 minutes of football to play with one less man. Oh yeah, no, that's exactly what's happening. It's fun. Goalkeeper's on speed, which is less than helpful. Still haven't scored. I'm not going very defensive. You can get it right in the bin if you think that's going to happen. It's Spezia. We shall win. Alright, go on, Radu. Tyson. Apparently, according to the post... Oh, okay, we'll go back to the goals. According to the post-match conference thing, they says that Tyson had a solid display in that first game, which I wasn't so sure on, but I'm not going to take it away from him if the press are thinking he's doing well. Ah, there it is. I told you. Oh, I'm worried. It's that drink victory sip. Beautiful. No, I'm still going to ignore you, pal. Oh, you can always ignore, that's helpful. I'm not going to be that rude, though. Let's drop to balanced. Yeah, let's go to cautious. Still going to be some sort of attacking impetus to the team, just not kind of all guns blazing. Parolo's not really covered himself in glory in this game. Goalie's not had much to do, so I can't really... Sorry, I was watching the game in the background. I thought they were going to score. Can't really comment too much on his rating. Everyone seems to be doing a decent job at the moment, so it's not really worth taking anyone off or making any decision. Probably look again about 70. Hopefully picked up by them. Their goalies, Jesus. It's nice to see they've actually have sorted their ratings out now there. You don't need to save a penalty to get a rating above 7 nowadays. I noticed on, I think one of Kev's videos, he had 2 goalkeepers in top 3 for Ballon d'Or in one of the years. So I think they might have kind of overdone it a little bit, but it's good to see they're getting some recognition at least. Okay, we're about that 75 now that we're talking, so we'll have a look at making that substitution. Is anyone particularly tired? Tyson could have a look at coming off, but no. Yeah, I will actually. I'll put Tyson off and I'll put Torres on that left side. Still happy with that in third winger, so that's fine. And hopefully we don't get any more forced substitutions, because I can't make any more, which is incredibly helpful. Yeah, seems to be going all right today. Nothing particularly encouraging, but nothing that I'm particularly upset about either. So, especially considering Patrick got himself sent off. So he was in team of the week last week and a red card this week. So that's good of him. Oh jeez, that's a bit of a fight back there from Crotone. Very encouraging. Okay, I'm happy with that. See, I need to really know what these things are. Praise. No, I'm not going to do that. We're only second game of the season. I can't be asking that. Let's get that morale up, especially considering I spent most of the pre-season upsetting them. Okay. We've got an achievement. What's this? I'm the boss, apparently. Let's have a look what that is. So apparently that's for... Oh, I'll find one of my club's players. Oh, someone's done something. So, not particularly upset about this. I am aware that we've got the Champions League draw in a few days. So I think I'll join you then. After we've come out here and find who's been... of course, Patrick, he got sent off. Should really put that together, shouldn't I? Okay, 3 to 7 weeks is not ideal. We've got quite a few decent midfielders though, so I don't think that's going to be as hard a blow as it could be. So we'll just let the physio sort that out. Nice to see. Decent possession, good shots. It's good. Patrick. Right, so yeah, I'll reconvene with the start of that draw then. So we're back with yourself shortly. Right, one last thing then before we go. We'll throw out all these first teams for the Champions League. Might as well throw out the second teams as well, because we're not in this pot. There we go. So this is us. So looking at this, who do we want to avoid? Definitely Group G. Don't want to be in there. Can't be in H. That's not too bad. I'm not liking the look of Group B either. But all the other groups seem to have one team that seems, I don't want to say beatable, but is not as daunting as the other two groups. So we'll start pulling them out one by one and see who we get. Okay, so that's one of the ones we wanted to avoid. I knew we were going to get Man U. Right. Oh, Jesus, that Group G is horrific. I feel so much for whoever picks them up. But it's not me, so that's good. So, who have we got from here? Who do we want? Probably Istanbul, to be fair. Marseille are probably the trickiest team in there. So, yeah, it's not too bad, these teams. Of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Stade Rennais aren't going to have fun. Let's finish that up then. Okay. A few tricky opponents, and obviously Man U are, from bits that I've seen, looking quite strong this year. So I'm expecting they'll probably go up top, and it's just going to be a battle between the three of us as to who can take that last spot. Feel relatively confident, even if we drop down into the Europa League. It's not going to be the end of the world. It may be, however, for the board, but we'll have to cross that bridge if we get to it. But no, we'll go through them and see what will happen. So I'm thinking what we'll do is have a look at the first round of the. Oh, there you go. So I'll probably have a look at that Man U and Roma double header there. So we've got the first game of our groups and the big Capital Derby or whatever it's called. Capitale Derby. I'm not Italian. Forgive me. So yeah, we'll have a look there. We'll come back, and I'll see you when that comes through. Thank you very much. If you can subscribe and like and all that as well, and drop a comment if you want as well.